Good morning students. This is class 11th maths chapter 8 binomial theorem, and today we will discuss the homework solution of lecture 4th. So question 3rd is find the coefficient of x raised to the power 5 in the product 1 plus 2x whole raised to the power 6 into 1 minus x whole raised to the power 7 using binomial theorem. So using binomial theorem, in this product we have to find the coefficient of x raised to the power 5. So first of all, using binomial we will expand this separately and 1 minus x whole raised to the power 7 separately. Okay, so 1 plus 2x whole raised to the power 6 is equal to 6c0 plus 6c1 into 2x plus 6c2 into 2x raised to the power 2 plus 6c3 2x cube plus 6c4 2x whole to the power 4 plus 6c5 2x whole raised to the power 5 plus 6c6 2x raised to the power 6. Similarly, expand this 1 minus x whole raised to the power 7 is equal to 7c0 minus 7c1x. Why minus? Because here it will come 7c1 minus x raised to the power 1. So I have taken minus outside. Plus 7c2 minus x whole square. So minus x whole square is x square only. Similarly, minus 7c3 x cube, because here it will be minus x cube. So you can take minus outside, right? So we will get the expansion of this also. Now we want to find the coefficient of x raised to the power 5 in this product. Product means that we have to multiply these terms with these terms. So we will take those pairs such that the power of x is 5. So this is the constant term, right? So we will multiply this term with this term, right? Because it has x raised to the power 5. So multiply 6c0 into minus 7c5. We are not taking this x raised to the power 5 because we just want the coefficient, right? Then in the next term, 6c1 into 2 is the coefficient and power of x is 1. So we will multiply this term with this. So 2 into 6c1 into 7c4 plus, now 2 square is 4 into 6c2 and power of x is 2. So multiply with this term in which power of x is 3. So into minus 7c3. Similarly, you will get plus 8 into 6c3 7c2 when you will multiply this term with this term. And when you will multiply this term with this term and also multiply this term, it has x raised to the power 5. So we have to multiply this term with the constant term. So you will get the result as the next three terms as 8 into 6c3 into 7c2 plus 16 into 6c4 into minus 7c1 plus 32 into 6c5 into 7c0. Now we will solve this to calculate the coefficient. 6c0 value is 1. So minus 7c5 value is 21. So minus 21 plus 2 into 6c1 is 6 and 7c4 is 35 minus 4 into 15 into 35. We have taken this minus outside, right? 6c2 is 15 and 7c3 is 35. Similarly, you will get plus 8 into 20 into 21 plus 16 into this is 15 and minus 7 plus 32 into 6. 6c5 is 6 and 7c0 will be 1. So solving this, you will get minus 21 plus 420 minus 2100 plus 3360 minus 1680 plus 192 and you'll get the answer as 171. So this is the coefficient of x raised to the power 5. Question number 6. Find the value of a square plus root a square minus 1 whole raised to the power 4 plus a square minus root a square minus 1 whole raised to the power 4. So this is a plus b whole raised to the power 4 plus a minus b whole raised to the power 4. So this will be twice of the odd terms of this expansion. So twice of, we will just take the odd terms, that is the first term, third term and fifth term. So twice of 4c0 a square raised to the power 4 and this raised to the power 0, which is 1, so I am not writing that, plus 4c2 a square raised to the power 4 minus 2, that is 2, and root a square minus 1 raised to the power 2. Similarly, 4c4 a square raised to the power 0 into root a square minus 1 whole power 4. Now solving this 2, this is 1, this is a raised to the power 8 plus 4c2 is 6, square of a square is a raised to the power 4 into a square minus 1 plus 4c4 is 1, this is also 1. When you will solve this, this is a square minus 1 whole square. Now solve this twice of a raised to the power 8 plus 6 a raised to the power 6 minus 6 a raised to the power 4 plus opening this square a raised to the power 4 plus 1 minus 2a square. So when you will solve it, you'll get the answer as twice of a raised to the power 8 plus 6 a raised to the power 6 minus 5 a raised to the power 4 minus 2a square plus 1. Question number 7. Find an approximation of 0.99 raised to the power 5 using first 3 terms of its expansion. So we don't have to calculate the value of this. They have just asked for the approximation value by using just first 3 terms of the expansion. So write this 0.99 raised to the power 5 as 1 minus 0.01 raised to the power 5. Now take just first 3 terms, which are these, right? So value of 5c0 is 1 plus 5c1 is 5 into minus 0.01 plus 5c2 is 10 into square of this is this. So when you will solve it, you will get the answer as 0.951, which is the approximation value of this. Okay. Now question number 8. Find n if the ratio of the fifth term from the beginning to the fifth term from the end in expansion of this is root 6 ratio 1. Ratio of fifth term from the beginning to the fifth term from the end is given root 6 ratio 1. So fifth term from the beginning is t5 and fifth term from the end is tn minus, because here n is n only, n minus, we have to find the fifth term from the end. So n minus 5 plus 2, which is n minus 3, and it is given equal to root 6 upon 1. So fifth term from the beginning will be nc4, this raised to the power n minus 4 and 1 upon fourth root of 3 raised to the power 4. You have to understand this clearly. This is not 4 into root 2. This is 1/4 of 2. That is fourth root of 2. 2 raised to the power 1 by 4. Similarly, tn minus 3 will be ncn minus 4. One number less than this. So one number less than n minus 3 is n minus 4. Now fourth root of 2 raised to the power 4. N minus 4 is 4. And 1 upon fourth root of 3 raised to the power n minus 4. Now because NCR is equal to NCn minus R, therefore NC4 is equal to NCn minus 4. So cancel these two. Now bases are same, So subtract the power, right, because this is in the denominator. So fourth root of 2 raised to the power n minus 4 minus 4, and in this subtract the power once again. So 4 minus n plus 4 equal to root 6. So this will be fourth root of 2 raised to the power n minus 8 into fourth root of 3, because we are taking this fourth root of 3 in the numerator. Therefore, the sign of the power will change. Here it is 8 minus n. Now it will become n minus 8 equal to root 6. So power are same. Therefore, multiply the base. So you will get fourth root of 6 raised to the power n minus 8 is equal to root 6. Root 6 is 6 raised to the power 1 by 2, and this will become 6 raised to the power n minus 8 upon 4. Therefore, if these two are equal, therefore n minus 8 upon 4 is equal to 1 by 2, and therefore the value of n is equal to 10. Okay. Now, question number 5th, evaluate root 3 plus root 2 whole raised to the power 6 minus root 3 minus root 2 whole raised to the power 6. Since minus is there, therefore this will be the twice of sum of even terms of this. So even terms are 6c1 root 3 5 raised to the power 5 into root 2 plus 6c3 root 2 cube into root 3 cube plus 6c5 root 3 into root 2 raised to the power 5. So 2 bracket 6c1 is 6. This is 9 root 3 into root 2 plus 20 3 root 3 into 2 root 2 plus 6 into root 3 into 4 root 2. So solve it, you will get the answer as 396 root 6. Now we will discuss the summary of chapter 8. So first is factorial. What is n factorial? Product of the numbers equal to n and less than n. Positive numbers equal to n and less than n. So n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to 1, where n is a positive integer. Also 0 factorial is 1. Also we can write n factorial as n into n minus 1 factorial. Leaving this n, this is now what? N minus 1 factorial. Or we can write it as n into n minus 1. Now the left part, this is n minus 2 factorial, right? So according to our need, we can write n factorial as this or this, right? Now next is combination formula. So we have studied that NCR is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial, where r goes from 0 to n, right? Also NC0 is equal to NCn is always 1. NC1 is n and NCR is equal to NCn minus r. Then this is the binomial theorem. A plus b whole raised to the power n is equal to NC0 a raised to the power n minus 0, that is n, into b raised to the power 0 plus NC1 a raised to the power n minus 1 into b raised to the power 1 plus NC2 a raised to the power n minus 2 into b square, and so on. Last term will be NCn a raised to the power n minus n, that is 0, into b raised to the power n. So in this binomial theorem, what we have noted that if index is n, then number of terms will be 1 more than the index, that is n plus 1. Power of a decreases by 1. Here power of a is n, then n minus 1, n minus 2, right? And in successive terms, power of b increases with 1, that is 0, 1, 2, and in the last it will be n. Also, these NC0, NC1, NC2 up to NCN, these are known as binomial coefficients. So this is the binomial theorem. Then we have studied journal term in expansion a plus b whole raised to the power n. What is the journal term? TR plus 1 equal to NCR, 1 less than this number, a raised to the power n minus r into b raised to the power r. Then middle terms in expansion a plus b whole raised to the power n. If n is even, then the middle term is n by 2 plus 1th term. And when n is odd, there are two middle terms, n plus 1 by 2th and n plus 1 by 2th plus 1th terms. Now your holidays homework is that you have to do short answer type and long answer type questions of chapter 1, 2, 4th, 6th and 8th. Of those chapters which we have done, right, you have to do short answer type and long answer type questions from NCERT exemplar. Don't do it from NCERT, you have to do it from NCERT exemplar. Okay, so I have divided this homework according to the days. So you can see, like on 7th June you have to do question 1 to 5 of chapter 1 from NCERT exemplar, and similarly like this. Right, so you have to do all these questions from NCERT exemplar. Also you have to mail the homework twice a week, so you can mail it on Wednesday and on Saturday. Okay, thank you.